Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy Justice for All. Last we left off, we were, of course, back in the trial phase of the game, and we are slowly but surely proving that Acro is the actual culprit of the case. Some crazy revelations for sure, including the fact that the person Mo saw was not a person at all, it was just Max's bust, and the fact that Money the Monkey was somehow able to carry it all the way to Acro's room, and he just happened to use that as a murder weapon. And for some reason, Russell Berry put the cloak on the bust as well as the hat. I don't know how all of these things are making sense. I don't know why Russell Berry even went to the crime scene alongside the cloak and the hat and all those symbols and whatnot, and why he even wanted to open the chest, why he was so interested in it. There must be something else. There must be a reason why Russell Berry was so interested in that chest. Maybe he was being blackmailed, who knows. Anyways, let's just jump right in and see what happens. Alright, we're back in it, boys and girls, and now I believe Nick is about to tell us what exactly happened. Alright, let's go. Acro used the rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene, of course. At the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume, but why? Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But why would he wear it still? It doesn't make sense. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house. Does he live elsewhere? I guess he has his own ringmaster's room, so... But why didn't he want to be spotted, right? By none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim. Oh, bullshit. What are the chances of that happening? Oh, come on. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. What? Oh, come on, dude. That is such bullcrap. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. Oh, dude, come on. I don't like that. That's such bullshit. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had entirely snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. But I mean, the cloak would have touched the snow, you would have seen marks. And especially if you drop the bust, like, you cannot help. It's gonna fall onto the ground, and it's gonna leave a mark, right? In the snow. You'll be able to see it, so why wasn't it there? Come on, game. Like, come on. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. I don't like this. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. I don't think he wanted to kill the ringmaster. I think he wanted to kill Regina. So, he couldn't see who it was. He just assumed it was Regina. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. Nice pun. So? What now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well, Mr. Bright. That was so stupid. Judge, what are you trying to do, man? Mr. Bright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. A contradiction? What do you mean? What's the contradiction? That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Should we go with the hat again? Like, I don't know what they're asking me, so I'm just gonna go with it. The symbols and the hats. Let's go with the hat. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. Okay. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses? Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. I don't. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a hat. Yes, that is true. Okay, yeah. Okay. So he was right. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the busts. The busts? Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat, well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court. He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. Well, didn't the cloak fall onto the bust backwards? But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? I hate this. This is so far-fetched. Do you get it? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! I don't like it, man. I don't like the whole bust and cloak thing. I think it's very far-fetched. That he would just fall onto it so perfectly and it'd just work out so nicely. This is quite a shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do it, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Ooh. What's going on? Acro's been awfully quiet. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Well, he wasn't trying to kill the ringmaster. That's the unfortunate part, right? It ended up being the ringmaster, but he was trying to kill Regina. It's just that he was expecting Regina to show up, and that's why he put it in Regina's pocket, the note, right? But yeah, the ringmaster showed up. It was very unfortunate. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive? There is none. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. Alright. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Cool. Oh my god, we must... of course, that's the funny part. Whenever we're in the middle of an episode, we always take a break for some reason, right? I'm just so bad at stopping when it comes to Ace Attorney. Alright. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? Well, you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Oh, did he bring the bust or something, or the cloak? Detective Gumshoe. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Ho ho ho, well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Oh, it's the scarf. This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I've included in the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. I'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. For what? Final plans? That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What is going on? What did he mean by that, the very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. I don't like this. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? But why? What's up with this milk thing? So weird. Mo and Regina both brought, like, some milk for him. Is that supposed to be like a joke of some kind that I'm not getting? Court is now back in session. Mr. Von Karma, please continue where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor? Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Wait, what happened? Oh. Why is Nick not okay? We got this, Nick. We know that there's no motive and he tried to kill Regina instead. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. Well, actually, maybe he tried to kill the ringmaster because the crime was never reported. Because the ringmaster tried to protect his daughter. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. That's it? You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for the cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course we're gonna cross-examine. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. That's who you are. That's what you do, not us. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Now, which one is it? If he actually planned to kill the ringmaster, then it must be because of the incident 6 months ago. If he didn't, then he must have been trying to kill Regina. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. Acrobat. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. I don't know what to push on. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Oh, don't be... Oh, come on. Drop the act. You don't care. Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You know what emotion is? I'm not buying that. I highly doubt you do. You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! 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 No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see those witnesses ever taking the victim's life. What the hell? Why did it go to black? Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. What do you think, Nick? I don't know, I think the more I cross-examine him, the worse I end up looking in the end. You mean? I get the feeling that this cross-examination was a trap. Shit. Yeah, Von Karma set you up again. Oh. Okay, I thought I wasn't supposed to cross-examine this guy. Okay. I guess let's press on everything. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. Okay, this is important. This is the first time he brought him up in trial. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it all allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow! No crying in court, let's keep going. Alright, but just may proceed with this testimony. Alright. That's when the ringmaster took us in. Was pressed on everything. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? It was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother, all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. Sure. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult, yes. Which is why I didn't want to believe it was Acro and I was pushing this Regina theory. So then how long have you been a performer? I became an acrobat around 9. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age. I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Tingling Berries. It's nearly a household name. I don't know about that. I've even heard of them in Germany. Whoa, really? Liar, yeah. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. Alright. The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? I can. Now that I've come this far, there's no way I could answer no, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Very well then, please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster. The pepper? Is that enough? Oh wait. That scarf stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. There you frickin' go. But the question is, do I present the pepper? Do I present the scarf? Or do I present bat? Should I go with bat? Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the ringmaster? That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. I think I messed up. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? What are you supposed to learn? Looks like you just won the award for biggest failure in court. Ouch, biggest failure in court? That stings. In recognition of your honor, let me bestow upon you a special prize. So now what will you do, Mr. Wright? I would prefer you hurry up and prove something. Drats, now I'm really gonna have to think about this. Let's present something else. Okay, this time I won't leave any doubt in your mind. May the defense remember that this court is not target practice for its theories. Very well, then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster. Okay. So I presented bat. Now, I don't think I need to present the pepper, the bottle, or the scarf yet. Maybe I just need to go with Regina? Because he was protecting her, maybe? Well, this is the thing, right? I know the motive. I know what happened. I know what they want me to say, but I don't think I have any evidence that directly points to the motive. I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining for that, so I guess let's give up. I don't want to lose if that's wrong, though. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the oh, shut up. Your Honor? The reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. Because it was an accident, right? Because he tried to kill Regina. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolish-heartedly foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro? You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. Yeah, it was Regina. I've been saying that for a while. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. He couldn't see down, so he couldn't really tell, right? What? Order, order! I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. Jesus, Judge. I don't think that's okay. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Yeah, Regina, man. Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer that, it's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection!
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? And now, if Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Jesus, she's very into it. What? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present some evidence that proves Acro was to kill this young girl. Was out to kill. Is it the scarf? Because I think she gave the scarf to Bat. Oh, never mind. Okay, it must be the note, right? Because the note was for her, and he called her a murderer. So there we go. It's just she just posted it on the bulletin board and the ringmaster saw it, so. Acro, you remember this, don't you? That's the piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Victim's tailcoat. Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? No. Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone else's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Okay, good. And she's in court right now, so... Order, Mr. Phoenix Wright! This little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. Yeah, exactly, so he couldn't have known who it was. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force onto my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey Nick! Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? Yeah, I just mentioned that. She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool, with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, if you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yeah, the pepper. It was in the box, in the chest. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? She is. The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In place of his lovely daughter. Oh, hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. Well, we're gonna have to stop there and pick it up next time and talk about the incident that happened 6 months ago. Maybe we'll be able to complete the trial in the next episode as well, who knows. But we're definitely nearing the end here and we're getting very, very close. It's just we have to talk about that incident and how Regina ended up killing her, seriously injuring Bat for whatever reason, right? I have no idea why she would put some pepper on the scarf and give it to Bat as a gift. I'm still very, very much upset about the whole cloak thing. I think it's a little bullshit, but hey, if that's what the game is rolling with, then I guess whatever. It's super ridiculous though. I don't like it. I didn't like that part at all. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.